Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is the game that everybody has been waiting for ages! The game that just dropped today! That's right, it's Terraforming Mars! Prelude expansion. Yes, the Prelude DLC just hit for Terraforming Mars, and I'm honestly more excited for it than Cyberpunk. I know I'm going to get some hate in the comments for that, but it's true. It's true. But anyway, Prelude. So what is Prelude? What is Terraforming Mars? Terraforming Mars is a digital edition of a physical board game by the same name, where you are terraforming Mars. What is Prelude? Prelude introduces a couple new mechanics and a bunch of new cards. I will explain as we go in. And hopefully we can pick up with one of the new corporations, because they've added several. Now, I'm going to be doing my setup as I have in all my other Terraforming Mars episodes. So that means 3 AI opponents on hard. But I've also turned on Prelude and all the goodies that it has. Turned on Prelude Corporation, so they are now in the mix. And also turned on Prelude cards. So there are new cards added to the regular deck that are from Prelude that are mixed in with the, the base games cards. So there's a lot more things going on and some new potential plays. Let's see who we got. Okay, so we've got one of the new corporation, the the Chinese corporation. I apologize for not pronouncing that. Asian contractor Mars Wool took an early lead in the construction of colonies and industries on Mars, making them a power to be reckoned with. So we start with 44, pretty standard amount, and we start with 3 production. 3 money production right from the get-go, not too shabby. In addition, all of the building tag cards cost us 2 less. And the corporation itself is a building tag. So that's pretty good. I like these guys. I really like these guys. So let's go with them. Let's show them off. Now, here's the next part of Prelude. So, every corporation gets offered 4 Prelude cards. These are things that the corporation has brought to the planet. These are powerful cards that you don't necessarily have to pay for, or at least not pay much for, that give you some very, very strong early game effects. The one thing, the thing is you can only pick 2 of these 4, and everybody gets a different set of Prelude cards. So everybody's going to be getting a leg up. So the game starts a little bit faster than it used to with just the base game. And now we need to decide what are our things here. Now I'm looking at molehole excavation here. Getting an iron production or steel production is good because these guys get a discount when building building tag buildings, which means we're going to be wanting to draw or draft those building tag buildings, and having some extra steel to further reduce their cost will be good. Not to mention heat production in the early game, very, very strong. So boom, that's going to be our first, but we get to pick 2. The early settlement does give us an immediate tile placement plus some plants, but I don't know. We could further enhance our income by doing the UMNI contractor by giving us 3 terraforming rating, which essentially gives us 3 more income. That might not, and a free card draw to boot. That might not be a bad thing. 2 of that, yeah, you know what? We go with the contractor. More money, extra card, bada boom, bada bing. All right, now let's see what we have here. Well, if we want to go down the heat route, since we're doing that with the Prelude, we might as well grab the import of GHG, play that nice and early. What do we have on this half?
Natural Preserve, good for early income and a tile placement.
Early hackers is actually good. It's worth the -1 victory point, and potentially the power for it. But we would have to take that plus solar power, or just, slum it with that. But it's not actually a bad thing. If we get that off in the first generation, that's actually a pretty good thing, because that gives us even more money. And the earlier you can get yourself income, the better. Not to mention that -2 is going to be crippling to whomever we target with that. Greenhouse is a good late game card. Small animals, that's a gamble. We don't have anything that synergizes with animals, but they only require 6 oxygen to play, and they're good if you play them early, but I don't think so. Ganymede Colony, we're not going a Jovian route, so we don't need to do that. Trans-Neptune Probe, later game card because it's just pure upside. We're nowhere near AI Central for the 3 tag requirement. So yeah, I think I'm good with this, and no need for sabotage. All right, we go first. So yeah, the first round, everybody just plays their Prelude cards. And so yeah, I mean, here for us it doesn't really matter the order here. But for cards that have tile placements, the order matters, because there might be 2 people vying for the same tile. All right, so they get 6 plus a power plus that. Okay. Oh wow, we got two other new corps here: Valley Trust and Point Luna. All right. Oh, we'll take a look at their powers in a moment. I got to remind myself. All right. So 2 oxygen right off the bat and a bunch of steel. Society support -1 for a plant, a power, and a heat. All right. Business empire, so big income. And a nitrogen shipment. Alright, so UMNI is going to be a force to be reckoned with the cash. Alright, Valley Trust, let's see what they do. As your first action, draw 3... Oh, so they get 1 extra Prelude card, which is really, really strong. And they get cheaper science tags. Fair enough. Point Luna starts with a titanium production, gets a space tag, and whenever you play an Earth tag, including this one, draw a card. Ooh, okay. So hate drafting space tags to keep them out of Valley Trust, and getting Earth tags out of Point Lunas. It'd be something we'll need to keep in mind. Oh, they're already at -1 money. We could really tank them. Although they have production. Hurting them in the wallet might not be so potent. Well, yeah, Valley Trust and both of them have material ways to launch themselves ahead. All right, well, let's focus on our side. All right, our freebie card that we got was imported nitrogen. Not what I wanted to draw, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do with our natural preserve? I think I want to grab this one for the titanium and the plants there. Want to get an early good tile for it, and that's one of the best ones to get. Also will mess up the AI a little bit. So that gives us another income. And then, if we do solar power, which, by the way, is cheaper because of our corporation power. So we can get that for 9. And 9 will 18, which then also allows us to play the hackers. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want. Still trying to decide who to hit with the hackers. All right, so there's their extra Prelude card, which they used to great effect. Boy, they're really digging themselves into a hole there with that income. I mean, I might hackers them just completely bury them and take them out of the game, because at this point they've nerfed their income so low that just completely gutting it, you can go up to a -5 in income. Huh, didn't bother to steal the steel, he just went with the cash. Okay. Alright, whatever, game. Yeah, because what are they at now? They're at -2. This would put them at -4. This would be crippling to them. So yeah, let's get Point Luna out of the game and hack them. Kick them while they're down. Then again, it might also behoove us to shave some off of the UMNI. Because, yeah... You know what? That might actually be better to shave some off of them. And then we'll go for this. GHG, make it a little cheaper. And now we have really, really healthy early game heat production. I mean, we're not Hellion, not by any measure. Oof, an early game Arctic ice is troubling. Boy, everyone's hurting their income here. But he upped his terraforming rating a bunch. Mining rights. That's also a strong one early game. I'm surprised he went for steel instead of titanium. Titanium's kind of their thing. Alright, that's a good one early. I've played a couple of games off camera here, and I've noticed the AI is a bit improved. Admittedly, the very first game I played, the AI kicked my butt. But we won't. There's no video evidence of that. So, moving on. Alright, unfortunately we're going to get bumped down to going fourth, but that's okay, because then we'll just rise back up to the top afterwards. Alright, still not too bad of an initial blitz for the planet here. Alright, let's see what our first draft brings us, because now we get back into the drafting as we did before. But there are new cards in the mix. These are all old friends. I'd love to play an early commercial district, but yeah, herbivore is too early. Physics complex, no guarantees that we're going to get the power for that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to at least draft the commercial district. I might not necessarily take it. Oh, we could get an instant heat rise with this one and even more early stuff. All right, more GHG. I'll take it. House printing. This is a new one. Gain 1 steel production, a victory point, and it's a building tag. Yeah, you know, I'll take house printing. Special design, no thank you. Okay, so I don't actually have anything. I got 36 bucks. That's not playable right now. Not even close. Yeah, it still might behoove me to go commercial district, you know, buy the power plant and play it, because that's a 4 income per turn. I'd love somebody to play a city first so I at least can buddy up against it. But everyone seems happy. The AI is still kind of obsessed with placing oceans and spending for aquifers, which I almost never do. But hey, what can you do? Okay, I might actually drop an asteroid if I can nab that heat. We'll see what UM&I does. In that case, that would be worth... Nope, never mind. They grabbed it. They know what's up. That's all right. I'm going to get my own burst of heat anyway. Yeah. So if I spend the 11 for the power plant, that puts me down to 16, which is enough for the commercial district, but not quite enough for the imported GHG. But if we get that, that's a 4 income as opposed to a 1 income from the heat rise. So yeah, I think that is the correct answer here. We can also actually, we could drop the commercial district. I mean, I could drop it on here to pick up that, but it's a really lousy place for it. I might put it right here in the middle here, because Noctis City is right there. And the AI might want to drop things on these tiles, possibly, maybe. I could also drop it on this tile for the 2 money plus the 2 money from the ocean plus the 2 plant pickup. Because lots of people like to play next to that, but again, no guarantees. The correct answer might almost be to just hide it in a corner, and maybe I'll build my own cities near it to give me some points from it. You know, it's a really awful spot, but if I got myself that one thing, I might be able to afford the imported GHG this turn, which would give me the extra heat rise and thus the extra income from that. Let me run the numbers in my brain real quick. So this would put me down to 16. Yeah, so that gives me that puts me to 16. We pay 14, but only 12. So that leaves us with 4. Another 3. Yeah, you know what? It's a really awful spot, but it gives us tempo. So power plant, please. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play that power plant, and then I'm just going to skip my turn. I'm not done. It'll come back to me. But if somebody plays a city in their latter turns, I could possibly capitalize off of that. And if they don't, we go with the plan. Okay, they don't go with that plan. Fair enough. All right, commercial district down to 12. Do that just for the resource and of course the money per turn. But then that lets us buy the imported GHG, which gives us that, and the immediate burst of heat, which we can then flip into a temperature rise, which then gives us more income because it increases our terraforming rating. And now we're cranking out 5 heat per turn, which ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Yeah, we had to wait another turn on house printing, but that's all right. We'll make another steel, and then our steel production will rise. So I think I'm okay with that move. As unorthodox a place for that to be. This little financial district in the little podunk backwoods area of Mars. It's like a giant shopping mall in the middle of nowhere. But somehow it makes me money, so I ain't gonna complain. Alright, let's see what we get on this one. Late game, we're not doing Jovian. I mean, for 6 for 2 victory points, even if we're not doing Jovian tags, that's a really freaking good deal. It hurts our tempo just a little bit, but it's, with the corporation cost bonus, I'm willing to take it, because that's two victory points right there. Medical lab is really good for us because we play a lot of these building tag cards, and that gives us more income per building tag, and its own thing, and it's worth 1. Industrial center. Well, no one's placed a city yet, so I couldn't actually do that. I don't want to do local heat trapping because I like my heat where it is. I may or may not. Let me see what we got. Protected habitats? Nah. So I'm going to go colonizer training camp, medical lab. I don't think the industrial center is quite worth it. But then again, that's another... I might get it just for the tag. You know, I have to wait for somebody to place the city down before I can drop that down, because it has to be placed next to a city, even if it's not mine. So yeah, you know what? I'll take it. And we'll see if one of the AIs oblige us on that city placement. Alright, dropping some moss. Yeah, not a lot of plant farmers this game. Although, I think they're going to be my biggest competitor. Because they're going early on plant production. Right then. So, yeah, let's get the colonizer training camp. We'll make it cheaper. Again, bad for tempo, but good for points. Like, so good for points. And hey, if we want to go Jovian, we can go Jovian. House printing is the next logical item. And actually, we're probably going to be able to hit that builder milestone pretty early. Because we are just laying down building tag after building tag here. But I don't think the financial center counts as a city. And maybe a greenery tile placed down will entice somebody to drop a city. All right, what are we sitting at for building tags? Because holding on to this would make it more powerful, but the longer you hold on to it, the less. Oh, we have 7 buildings. This would be our 8th, which would give us a 4 income plus qualify us for the builder tag. Yeah, you know what? We're playing this now because that gives us the extra tick of it. Plus 4 income per turn. Now we can't grab the builder milestone right now, but I can tell you right now, well, I mean, Luna's close to it, but we're gonna go before them next round, so they ain't gonna ninja it from us somehow. And yeah, I can't play the other one because no one's placed the city. Alright, going for the bribe committee. Oh, they're looking for Earth tags too because they got the Earth office. They stole Terracore's ability. Yep, early game plant. So they're going for the Gardener. No way I can chase them down on Gardener. Yep, no one's playing in the city, so I can't do anything. So I will pass. I'm going for Cartel. And GHG bacteria. Fair enough. Yeah, GHG bacteria is going to compete for the temperature gauge along with our heat production here. But, if we get ants, we can use the ants to neuter that. But that's only if we get ants. Now, we don't have to go specifically for more building tags anymore, but we can still grab it because they're still cheaper to play for me. Ooh, Demos. Oh, you're speaking my language here, but I think Demos Down's the correct answer. Only because 1, I don't want somebody else playing that. 2, it gives us a lot of steel, which will help us elsewhere. And we have the money to pull it off. If we dedicate a turn to it. Oh, Molehole. Molehole. What are we, Credit Core now? Flooding is also tempting, but Mohole is I think the stronger play. Cupola, oh man, you guys are... yeah, Cupola City. We need a city. We want a city. There's a prime city spot right there. Yeah, no terraforming Ganymede. I'm not going down. I'm not going that crazy. Okay. So we can actually take 3 cards and still drop the Demos down. And then we can deal with the other stuff later. Because, yeah, I think that's the correct answer here. And then we can do even more temperature rising of our own with our heat. And then all that extra steel, all that extra steel will make playing whatever of these we do cheaper. I don't think it'll be enough for us to instantly play the Molehole this turn, but it'll get us closer. I just need to make sure Cupola doesn't get played too early. We will be able to get the Industrial Center early, but first things first, it's Demos down time. Wabam. Boom. Boom. And who do we smush? Oh, we smushed 7 plants on Valley Trust. Sorry, Valley Trust. Yeah, unfortunately the city doesn't let us grab anything, like, good. Like, we can't use the Industrial Center to just grab something nice. In which case, I'm just going to hold on to it, because I don't need it for the extra tags. So, yeah, I think I'll just pop my temperature and raise the temperature even further. Valley Trust is going up on the, going for minor here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take the builder milestone. I'm going to be very mad at myself if we miss out on that. We're going to have to wait for next generation, but doesn't look like Purple is going up the, is going crazy with buildings tags. How much money do you have? Yeah, you're not going to be able to race us for building tags here. We'll have to save the 8 for the next time. You don't get to see, though, now that the temperature is going up, we're going to see a lot of the whole, you know, play oceans for cheap, but requires a high temperature card. Yeah, and we get to go first next turn anyway, so I think we're in good shape. And yeah, that's a lot of steel, so we can play what's in our hand for cheap. Hopefully, we can get a power card rather than having to slum it with the standard project. I mean, I'll do it if I have to. Energy saving, eh? 15 for 1. No, thank you. Caretaker contract. This actually might be a good one to grab because it's going to very quickly... We're going to be producing so much heat. We're going to be maxing out our temperature before we max out everything else. This will keep our heat production relevant. Urbanized area. Not bad. Oh, never mind. Wave power. There's our power production. We don't even need to take the nuclear power one. Oh, I mean, it would give us plenty of that, but you know, if we can go micro mills, I might actually buy that one. As much as or underground detonations, yeah, that's probably a little bit better. That's still a viable card, too. Yeah, screw you, micro mills. But first things first, builder. We need to raise the oxygen level, like, right now. I might need to standard project a greenery here, because that gives us 2 rises. because of the bonus, and I guarantee you one of the AIs is going to grab it if I don't do that. So we're going to divert course here. It has to be one of these, huh? I could put there and entice somebody to place the city, but maybe not. No, I'll just place it here. And if somebody does one temperature up, we can pop our heat and get that free ocean. Doubt they're going to just serve it for me on a platter, but you never know with the AI. Alright, well there's that one rise, but now anybody could just drop an asteroid. Or Valley Trust could just pop their heat and grab the free ocean. Not much, or they could drop a comet. That'll work too. Yeah, that works too. Nice play there. Ooh, and the early Gen 5 kelp farming. This is the one thing I hate about kelp farming, is the AIs always go nuts over the oceans, and then kelp farming comes out early. And kelp farming is it's balanced to be a late game card, but when the oceans get played, well, I mean, Gen 5 for 6 oceans, alright, I'm not going to complain too loudly there. It could be worse. Oh wow, I can actually afford the mole. Okay. We've got enough steel to do a mole. Works for me. Yeah, I think I might put it up there. Grab even more steel. Yeah, we can do it exactly. Because otherwise we're only getting $2 plus a plant. That's not enough. So yeah, we'll put the mole up there. And that's enough to, well, we could buy underground detonations, but that we don't have enough to use it, so we might as well just keep it in our hand, keep our assets liquid. But I will pop our heat. And we have 9 heat generation per turn, so we get a heat rise every turn. I am really glad we got that caretaker contract, because otherwise that heat would all go to waste. I mean, yeah, we could pick up the Thermalist award. Yeah, ice cap melting. I almost never see that one played. It is rare that the temperature goes this high. Don't max out the temperature, or do actually. It doesn't matter. I got the caretaker contract, so what do I care? Yeah, we'll just pass that. We've got a nice place for our cupola. Oh, actually, can we even do our cupola city? I don't think we can do our cupola city anymore. I think the oxygen has gone up too quickly for us to do cupola. Yeah, they're snapping up the awards. They see the writing on the wall. And there goes the heat. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll break out the caretaker contract next turn and we'll put our heat to use. Might allow us to pick up the what's it? The terraforming milestone. Although they're closer than I am. Although inert gases might. Ooh, huge convoy. I don't have any. I have 3 plants. That would give me a plant placement. If I played this, an ocean placement plus a plant placement, that's not bad. Plus 2 cards, plus 2 points for itself. We have the cash for it. That could be a thing. Yeah, less than their 9. They pushed it one tick too far. So that kind of invalidates Wave Power and Cupola City. So all of my cards are kind of dead, which means I can invest in these big ones here in good faith. I don't think I have the... No, I'm not going Soletta. That's going that's going too far. I'm not Hellion. 2 science tags, not enough for any of those. I'm going to take the Soletta only to keep it off of their things here. Tectonics. I could take Tectonic. I mean, I'll take it just because I can. I might not necessarily buy it unless I have something to spend the power on. Ecological Zone. Ooh, that lets me do something with my with the animals that come with the large convoy. Though, we'll see if yeah, that might not be long enough because that would require 48, 3 more than I have, but I can sell some junk cards. So, well, no, I would need to sell even more because buying these cards takes a hit. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to go... I mean, I think Ecological Zone still doesn't quite make sense. I mean, I got the imported nitrogen, so that can be helpful. So I will take the Ecological Zone. I just won't play it first, even though I really should, because I want the ocean tile. Now, if the ocean, if the 2 remaining ocean tiles get filled in by the time it reaches my turn, because I'm going last, then we'll go Ecological Zone and just milk the animals part of large convoy. Yeah, GHG bacteria ain't so useful anymore to you, bud. Alright, looks like unless this guy goes double ocean, we might have our our means here. Yeah, we'll do it. It pains me not to, but it also pains me too because that's 4 animals on this card is 2 full victory points. Ponderous upon ponderous. I mean, I could put the Ecological Zone in a way that gets me more money. Where can we place this? Because it has to be next to a greenery tile. I can only get 2 cash out of it. It doesn't have to be my greenery tile. It just has to be a greenery tile. But I can only get 2 cash out of it. The best placement would be right here. So let me suss out the math here. So we're at 39. Playing that takes us down to 27, up 2 to 29. So that is 7 off of what we need for large convoy. Oh, no, we've already stomped on all the titanium on the board. We established that earlier on. So even if I liquidate the rest of the cards in my hand, 29 to 36, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are literally 1 short if we liquidate the rest of our hand. That's sad. Because we can't even do anything to... actually, the other thing we might do... No. No one's placed enough things. I was about to say, if we placed an industrial center, next to it, we could do that, but maybe not. Oh, this is so painful. Because I mean, I'd get the extra placement here if I take the 5 plants instead of the animals. That would give me the 8 plants. That would give me a greenery placement, so that would up my things here. But I really want to just dump a bunch of animals on the ecological zone. But I can't, so I won't. Let's go with the guarantee. Alright, go here for an extra 2. Extra plant. We'll take the plants. And then, oh, free investment loan. Why didn't you give that to me earlier? That changes the equation so much. Oh, that changes the equation. But, I didn't have that earlier, so nothing I can do for it. What was the other one I got? Underground City. So I did get a city, but I don't have the power to fuel that. Well, let's place our plants here. Do I think I might be able to get enough extra plants to build up another 8 here. Sorry that turn took so long. That was a bit of a turning point. Yeah, now everyone's dropping cash for cities here. We could have our choice when it comes to the industrial centers. Yep, there's the gardener. Alright, so yeah, at this stage of the game, we're almost done, so an investment loan actually makes a lot of sense. Especially since we got the card for free. So that gives us more cash to splash around. Alright, we want enough for the caretaker contract, because otherwise our power, our heat goes to waste. I think I might play the ocean power, and then possibly play the city, the underground city, later on. Oh, don't end the game this turn. I mean, wait power is worth a 1 by itself, so it's worth doing. Can we get any goodies? I mean, one more of those, and we can claim Terraformer. Surprisingly, the UMNI is the one that's behind in the terraforming rating race here. Yeah, we might be able to claim Terraformer at the last second. Especially if they don't end the round here. You know, I'm going to hold on to them just because it's a tile placement. That's the most powerful thing here. I don't give a crap about spending 7 for a production. It's too late in the game for that to really matter. Alright, don't end the game. Thank you. Alright, one more... I mean, there's one more ocean to be placed, too. But I'm pretty sure the game is going to end this generation. So, we will want to plan accordingly. Livestock plus the imported nitrogen is really good. It's even better than the ecological zone because the livestock are worth 1 apiece. So that's 2 extra points there. So yes, livestock. Mangrove. Mangrove's a thing. That's certainly a thing. I'll take it because it's relevant here. No, I'm gonna hate draft the virus because I don't want anyone else taking it and playing it on my cows. Gene repair. Do we have the science takes? We are not quite smart enough for gene repair. Do we have a science card in the wings? We do not. We are not smart enough for gene repair. Sadness. Okay, we're gonna take the livestock and the mangrove. Yep, here come the animal parade. Oh shoot, we can't play livestock if we don't have a plant production of our own. Dag nabbit. Alright, we might have to go with the animal sanctuary then. Yeah, I don't think it'll let us, because the livestock eats your own instead of eating somebody else's. Yeah, we don't have plant production, and we don't have anything that gives. We have things that give us plants, but not plant production. All right. I think ecological zone into nitrogen is the correct answer here. We could also mangrove into terraformer. No, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to caretaker contract into terraformer. There we go. That's better. A little overkill there, don't you think? They just wanted an ocean down somewhere. The birds. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we didn't have the plant production to play our cows. Alright, so I think we can get away with ecological zone plus nitrogen, because that'll still give us another point. Plus, if we claim a plant with the ecological zone, the nitrogen... Oh, yeah, actually. That will work out nicely. This will work out very nicely. Yeah, $6 from the adjacency. And then, yeah, we get the imported nitrogen. And that'll get us for a... I mean, we could mangrove here, because that's worth the 1 point by itself, plus the bonus it gives here. We'd be the last one here. Yeah, you know what? Mangrove makes a little bit more sense, only because we get the terraforming rating rise out of it. There's only 2 left. I'm not going to fish for the card. I want the $2, actually. And plus that gives us another animal on ecological zone. Now, the sad part here is we don't have a city of our own to claim any of the points with all these greeneries, but this is a very low city area here. This whole game is very low on cities, so we got our shopping mall. That's what we got. All right, so we can't afford imported nitrogen yet, but let me see if there's a way for me to engineer our ways into it. I mean, we have a lot of steel though. We could go an underground city. Because there's got to be some, yeah, there's some prime spots here. Right here. Yeah, and if we put our city here, then we can industrial center right next to it. All right, we're playing around here because we have all this steel built up. We can now place the underground city. And we place you here. And then we get a free industrial center that gives us 2 more plants, and that's another plant conversion for us. That works out beautifully. So we'll get something resembling a city bonus. Not quite as high as everybody else's city bonus, but yeah, we actually have we have to pay cash for it, but we have just enough cash to pay for it. And then we get to place our greenery, and we've got 1 free tile open on our city to get bonus points for it. Yeah, none of the city cards came out. There's no rovers, no immigrant city. Tharsis isn't in play. But hey, what can you do? All right, I'm curious to see how this shakes out. Looks like Point Luna is going to beat us in the heat department, but we might have enough heat production to take second place here. Yeah, 12 heat, I think that's enough to take second place. So that's worth 2 points. And we didn't have to pay for the prize. Boy, I would rather not give anybody the point than give it to both of them. Alright, let's see how we did. Boy, we were all neck and neck with a terraforming rating here. But I got 2 milestones. That'll be worth quite a bit there. 4 greenery, which is great for not having any greenery production throughout the entire game. And yeah, victory points. Those early +1, +2s that we were picking up, those add up. So I'd say that is a healthy victory. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.